Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy, the friendly neighborhood light skin Russ. Anyway, we're out here, to explain some lyrics to you guys. Explain why I just write a bunch of random words and scream them really fast so you can't understand what I'm saying. Because honestly, if you understood what I'm saying, you wouldn't like any of these songs. The story goes like this, man. Back when I was a young tadpole, much shorter than I am now, I was a very angry young gentleman because I was so short man syndrome. Anyway, here's how it goes. Hey guys, what's up? Jake from Stay the Course. I'm not from State Farm. Please don't say that to me. I hate it when people do that. I promise you, I don't work in an insurance company. I'm here to talk to you guys about our latest single release, Thorn, give you a behind the lyrics and just a thought process of what was meant when I wrote these lyrics. I'm sure none of you can hear what I'm actually screaming, but here we go. First things first, I want to say I'm open to comments and suggestions and just anything that has to do with how you guys interpreted the song, because I truly believe that art, the beauty of it is that it can be interpreted any way. And I'm interested to compare what you guys thought was meant versus what I actually meant. So the first verse, well, first of all, let's say that Thorn was originally written as a song to deal with addiction or vices and whatnot, like anything like that. So knowing you have, I guess a craving for nicotine or alcoholism or whatever it may be. So the first verse starts, get out of my mind, you're like a thorn digging deeper inside. So for me, that's just you having that craving, that initial need or whatever. Day by day, I feel you digging your way into the very core of me. Again, same thing. I feel like, any other drug, any drug, no matter what it is, even if it is caffeine, I'm a barista, so it takes more and more to get that initial high. So that's what that means. Beneath the surface, that's where you hide. Here you may no longer reside. So that's admitting, okay, I have a problem, because first step to getting better is to admit that you have a problem. But now it's saying you can't live here in my mind, you can't take over my thoughts and things. So then it's, your intrusions beg no pardon of mine. Well, this is my life, and I'm tired of watching as it decays and dies. So to me, that means, those thoughts are intrusive sometimes. You could just be at work and be like, dang, I need a cigarette break or whatever. And it just comes in, it doesn't matter what you're doing. The pre-chorus is literally the word no a bunch of times, but the way the vocals are done with no, it's like a little back and forth call and response. For me, that represents the person fighting the urges. So no, like, I'm not gonna do this, and then the addiction or whatever, the vice screaming back, no, like, you're gonna do this. Now the chorus, what you guys can actually hear, is where I take something that a lot of people in at least the US of A know, which is biblical stuff and whatnot, and try to have a juxtaposition there. So it starts with, you sit oh so proud atop my crown. So trying to relate a crown to the original name of the song, Thorn. So trying to get an imagery of a crown of thorns. Constantly mocking me as I beg and plead. Basically, like, I'm trying to get out of this. I admit I have a problem. I'm trying to get away from this, but it's constantly there, constantly bothering me. I was at your mercy, but now I refuse to let you watch me bleed. So we all know if you let any addiction or anything take over your life, it can bleed you dry. Sometimes you might sell your stuff just to get your fix or whatnot. So that's what that means. Now the verse 2 is, for me, always the hardest to write, because I always try to do too much in the second verse and try to change it up. The verse 2 starts, you're a stigma, a reminder that I'm still broken, choking and hoping to feel inside. So with that, I try to think of basically how a stigma is like, okay, there's a connotation that comes with someone who's an addict, that they're less of a person, and I'm trying to convey that that's not the truth. The truth is we all have our own addictions and things of that nature. Also, the stigma, for me, when I was writing it, I was also thinking about a plant. So that's where, if you know anything about biology of plants and whatnot, you understand that stigma is where the pollen spreads and, ovaries and all that stuff. So essentially, just like, you can let that addiction spread and conquer every part of your life if you allow it. But anyway, you're a stigma, a reminder that I'm still broken, saying like, yo, I still have a problem. I'm choking and hoping to feel inside once more again a breath within these shallow lungs of mine. So for me, that is like, sometimes you can feel held down by the things around you and the stress of the world around you, but still trying to breathe and trying to escape without your said vice. Then it goes, after the shallow lungs of mine, after the shallow lungs of mine, I'll rip open this flesh and dig out the thorn inside. I'll use it as a needle to stitch up my wounds. I refuse to be at the mercy of you. So for me, it's like, okay, this idea, this addiction, whatever it is constantly there, but you're gonna take what you find as a weakness and turn it into your strength, essentially going through that process of trying to get better, rehabilitation or whatever, finding out that you're actually stronger than you think you are, and learning about yourself and understanding that human will is an insanely powerful tool, and that each and every one of us possess it, and we should exercise it. And it's like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the better it gets. That is pretty much the second verse. Of course, same thing. And then literally for the breakdown, just to get you guys moving, I just yell at you to move.